Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. We have so much to talk about. Pull up a chair, pour your tea, let's have a conversation. Oh my goodness, kicking off with a lean meme machine with this hilarious meme. You guys, Twitter, formerly Twitter, is ablaze with all the funny stories and jokes and memes and stuff about Hank and Skank, Harold and Fraud, ham and jam, if you will. And I'm here to break them all down, to talk about them with you. And let's just jump right in. I'm excited to go over all this. Thank you for being here. I'm Jen. Honk honk, everyone. I mean, straight out of the gate, elephant in the room. Come on. Every time you think it can't get worse, it does. Oh, I just need to take a minute and shudder. Ooh, you guys, I know you've seen this, but in case you haven't, yeah, this happened. I don't have the specifics of exactly what was going on, where she was. I don't even care. Just look. Cosplaying again. Not just a little nod, not just a subtle, oh yeah, that could be similar. No. She knows what she's doing. She's doing it on purpose. We know the drill. It's not even that it's news at this point. It is just so creepy to see, and that it's just right there, not even kind of being hidden, and has no balls, is still completely blind to it. Just, sounds about right. This was shared by Laird of the Manor. If you haven't followed this account, this person's hilarious. Definitely check them out. But it says, is there anything original about this woman, or is it all done to simulate Harry? Make that what you will. Oh, that's so gross. Hashtag Meghan Markle's a con artist. Yeah. Again, I understand maybe a nod, but oh no, that's not what this is. And then just taking in the mommy's face cream of it all. I can't. It's disgusting. But don't worry, the cosplay did not end there. We know it continues on. Let's take a look. We got HRH Princess Chelsea this year's the Duchess of Delinquency. That is great. Is so broke she drives a, wait for it, Porsche. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I wanted to make sure you saw this as well. Again, a direct, not even nod, just a attempt at cosplaying Diana, and very unsuccessfully, might I add. That dress is atrocious. Diana looks stunning. Because again, you can see the difference in the fabric, the fit, all of it. And then you got the other one, and whatever was happening there, I find it vulgar and crass and all the things, right? And again, I think it's completely disrespectful to dress that way on whatever, this vacation. I don't know. I won't even call it a tour. It's a vacation. Ridiculous, but also creepy. Once again, creepy. But I want to give a shout out to Politically Homeless, friend of the channel here. I just couldn't stop laughing about this. It says, anyone, please get that girl a garment steamer. Exactly. Who wore it best? I'm voting for the one on the left. Yeah, I've been laughing about this. It's just wrinkled, and it's just so messy, and I can't say it like that's messy, but it is. It's wrinkled and messy, and I mean, just absolutely atrocious. I always ask this, but I truly am wondering, does she not own a mirror? Does her mirror show her something different than the rest of us see? Because how do you see this and go, yeah, I look good? All right, now we need to talk about this for about 4 hours. I know you've seen the pictures, and by the way, let me take a sidestep here and say, doesn't this picture perfectly sum them up? She's got the rictus grin going on, looking for the cameras and who she believes are her people, in terms of like, who will adore me or who will cheer me on, things like that. This big fake grin, all posed for pictures. And then you got the idiot on the right, who's just pissy and moany and a big spoiled baby and wrinkled and messy and all the things, right? But I want you to really pay attention. Oh my God, this dress. I really want you to pay attention to everything awful about this nonsensical dress. The fit, the cut, the dragging of the ground. Again, nothing is altered, nothing is hemmed, nothing is tailored, nothing is anything. It's just a wrinkled, awful mess. And yeah, take a look at this. We got Brittany over at Royal News Network saying, who the heck is writing this nonsense? And in case you're like, what's Brittany talking about? Well, The idiots over at Vogue magazine decided that this was important. This was one of the most important fashion statements, I can't even get through it without laughing, that Meghan has ever made. I mean, dramatic much, and also, hello, you're Vogue. You're supposed to know fashion stuff, allegedly, right? And you're saying, oh my goodness, and you're saying this is the best of Meghan. That, to me, could be a dig at Meghan, but yeah, it tells me I'm never going to Vogue for fashion advice. What a train wreck. Well done, Brittany, for calling it out. Also, a shout out to Aussie Chick, who says, this looks like a canary yellow parachute exploded midair, pulling the ripcord. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's completely shapeless. It's a mess. It does nothing for her. That's her favorite, is to wear just the most nonsensical outfit. I guess anything that gets people talking. What a mess. Again, I'd like to remind you she's trying to push this lifestyle brand, right? I think. At least that was the storyline. Now I'm not even sure. So the idea that she could possibly or potentially give fashion advice, just take that into consideration. Speaking of awful fashion, let's move back to this white dress, because Princess Carparkle, again, great name, says what it looked like versus what it was supposed to look like. Hashtag Meghan Markle needs a stylist, a tailor, and an iron. I'm stuck on this as well. Again, I don't understand what look she was going for. I find it so awful, and I mean, it looks cheap too. I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, we heard that she spent a fortune over there, but I'm saying just look at the bunching of the fabric, the ill fit, all of it. None of it makes any sense. I can't even make sense out of it, but I totally agree. The one on the right appears to have some sort of lining or something maybe, and I don't know, fit the model. I don't understand what's happening on the left. Speaking of nonsense, let me remind you of the differences of what was going on in Nigeria as well, because differences there were. You have this one posted by Bumblebee and shared by HRH Princess Chelsea with the laughing crying emoji. Me too. It says, did she shout bippity boppity boobs? Is that how that happened? I don't know, but that is hilarious. It's some sort of witchcraft or magic. I'm not really sure. Okay. I have to give a shout out to Salty Duchess, hashtag We Love Catherine, because they shared this. The original hashtag Baby Reindeer. Please tell me, have you guys watched this show? We binge watched it. And I gotta say, overall, I thought it was just okay. Parts of it are really good, and I won't give any spoilers. Parts of it are just okay. And again, spoiler free. Hopefully you probably already know this. It's a story of like a stalking situation. And so, oh my goodness gracious, that's pretty great. And well done on the meme. Again, there's no spoilers, but just to let you know, the stalker's name is Martha, and Martha's a mess, but I will say I still like Martha better than Meghan. At least there's times where you feel sorry for her. Yeah, that's not the case for the other one. Let's talk about this. Again, Brittany, Royal News Network, shout out, says, from Meghan calling Nigeria her motherland and amongst family, and Harry calling their hosts his, quote, in-laws, the whole trip could not get more bizarre. No normal person does this after an ancestry test. It's interesting, but they're not your family. These two have no idea, no clue what family means. I mean, literally no clue. They don't understand anything. They just say these things and expect that people will believe them. And even if he's not being literal, I get it. He is saying these things. He is talking about the people in the room being his family. After what he's done to his actual family, no thank you on that. Wouldn't that be really offensive to the Nigerians in the room? Like, no, I've seen you, how you treat your family. I don't want to be that. My goodness. And then going over to Princess Carparkle, she says, in-laws, they're really leaning into this unproven and impossible 43%, aren't they? Pandering to those people and so disingenuous and phony. They're strangers, Harry. What a clown. Yeah, well said. I couldn't agree more. I'm still stuck on this too. Both of them talking about family is so crazy after what they've done to both families. And then clinging on to this brand new idea that she's had that she's now Nigerian. I find it weird that would mean that Doria was so much more Nigerian, and then Doria appears to have no idea because Meghan tells this crazy story of calling up Doria to let her know. Can you imagine? Oh, okay. So one day my kid might call me and let me know that all of a sudden I'm, whatever that math is, 90%. I don't pick something. Sicilian. I'm Sicilian now just because my kid called me and told me, oh yeah, you're 80-something% Sicilian. No, it doesn't work like that and it doesn't make any sense. And then I can't go over to Sicily and be like, oh, my people, I'm here. I saw the best thing on the internet and I'd love to give you a shout out. I just don't remember where I saw it. I look at so much stuff, but somebody said it's like the obnoxious people that go over to Ireland, find out they have like, I don't know, pick a crazy 3% Irish, and they're like, oh, my people, Meanwhile, let's talk Archewell, because that's been all over the news. I did a video on that. Check that out if you didn't see it. This was posted by, I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Sabria? It says, funny enough, their charity issue is getting more coverage than the trip did. Well, at least they're finally getting the attention they wanted. Ding, ding. Cheers to that. I do find that very funny. And I really hope that it timed out that when they landed, they saw it. Like they didn't know. Or even if they saw it in the air and there just wasn't anything they could do about it. Either way, it's pretty funny. And I love that that's what's getting the coverage now. Okay, so PMJ originally shared this and said, this is yet again another example of how Harry and Meg's inability to follow rules. They chafed at the protocol and rules set by royal family, so they quit. They failed to follow the rules to operate a charitable foundation. Wonder how they'll handle this. And then Take R. Kelly, Give Us Back Tupac, great name, says, by blaming the royal family, British media, and the ist words they love to throw around. Exactly. Whose fault is this going to be? And of course, we've heard of promises that were supposedly made by Harry and Meghan to help over in Nigeria, including, it sounds like, construction of a new basketball court. Well, Gilbert, Never Fear Truth, says, who's going to tell them that it's never going to happen? Hashtag R12 Scandal. I know, it is crazy, and I wonder about that too. And then I see, I'm recording this on Tuesday, I don't know what day it's going up, but I see these headlines coming out where Harry and Meghan are frantically putting out things like, oh no, check was lost in the mail. Is that what you're going to tell people in Nigeria when they actually expect you to come through on some of the promises you made? Salty Duchess, We Love Catherine, great name, says, they've had 15 months to file paperwork and pay the fees. They've been operating Archewell as a scam illegally since January. What are they hiding? And this, I wanted to bring this up because that's what I got a ton of comments on. When I first talked about this, I was more thinking how inept they were and how it echoes what's going on with American Riviera Orchard, how they just can't seem to get their shit together. That's just an ongoing theme. Everything is a mess, messy, thrown against the wall to see what will stick. And I feel like it's chaos, and that's what this is as well. But I didn't even think about, and so many of you went to, well, by not doing that, they were hoping to slide through so that way they wouldn't have to show certain paperwork or documents or whatever about what's actually being spent and what's going on. So I'm like, ooh, that's much more interesting. You're right. You're probably onto something with that. Also, I love this graphic so much. We have Prince and Princess of Wales X saying, using charitable funds for clothes, PR, and online hate campaigns is exactly the reason Meghan and Harry haven't filed their paperwork. They're desperately trying to hide the dirty laundry. So again, echoing what you guys had said, I just felt like it was important to talk about that because that would be so them. I mean, I'm not even stating the obvious. Of course, I'm sure we'll see stuff like that. It's more of, I feel like they were just banking on being able to do whatever they wanted and get away with it. I'm so glad somebody's finally calling them out on this, and I hope they have to show the paperwork, and I hope we get to see what's really going on. Okay, Let's have a palate cleanser. Believe me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Tell me you've seen some photos because I have. Hello. Look at this. Prince William. The first time we've seen him since his military appointment. He is now Colonel-in-Chief of the Army Air Corps. Look at him. Woo! Looking great. I just had to take a minute and share this because what a great honor. I love that King Charles was on hand to officially appoint him and his new role, and he just looks so great. This took place at the Army Aviation Center, and I believe it was in Hampshire, and looking good, looking so good. I just wanted to make sure you saw the photo of that. Shout out to Meghan, the Duchess of Pitstains, for sharing this. Also got this photo. Shout out to Misprint, #WeLoveYou, Catherine. This was when Charles and William were again in Hampshire. It was Monday, May the 13th. And I just love this photo so much. Let's take a closer look. What a wonderful photo. What a wonderful bond. I love seeing this. It makes my heart so happy. I love seeing Prince William so happy, and same with King Charles. And, of course, continued health to King Charles and Catherine, Princess of Wales, wishing speedy recovery to both. But I love seeing this photo. It makes me so happy, and I thought this would be a wonderful ray of sunshine for you all to end this video with. Guys, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for your humor. Thank you for providing all the laughs. Thank you for your comments. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed going through them, especially, I always enjoy them, but especially the last couple of days with this, whatever, I won't even call it a tour, whatever the nonsense was in Nigeria, and ham and jam, and just all of it. You guys are the best bunch of flockers. I appreciate you all. It's so much fun just connecting with you all, and I love reading your thoughts on all of this. They're very similar to mine. I hope you have the best day. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. Check out the merch. Our recollections may vary. Not bloody likely. So much that applies right now, especially. And check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where we do bonus episodes, extra deep dives, things like that. We have a lot of fun over there. Check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys for everything. I truly hope you have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.